Welcome to your Pilates Reformer New Year Jumpstart. In this series, we're going to be working on a combination of strength building, stabilization, and mobility, and we'll be doing a comprehensive workout every single day in just a short amount of time. It'll be a 7-day program. If you'd like to extend your workout, stick around to the end of the video. I'll link another workout that you can use if you want to make it a longer session. Otherwise, please subscribe so you can make sure that you'll join me for the remaining days. Place on 3 heavy springs and 1 light. Headrest will be up, meet me lying down on the machine. If this is your first time working out with me, my name is Melanie. I'm a certified Pilates instructor based in New York City, and I'm an all-black clothing enthusiast. So we will begin with footwork, much in line with the philosophy of classical Pilates. So let's start in Pilates V. Heels together, toes apart. Toes will be on the foot bar, knees open, just about as wide as your shoulders. We're gonna bring the spine into neutral. So the bottom of your sacrum will be really heavy on the mat. You'll have a nice natural curve in your lumbar spine, your low back. Arms down by your side. Big breath in through your nose. Exhale, zip the abs in and up as you extend the legs long, inner thighs zip together. Bend the knees in, resist the springs as you bring it in with control. Exhale, extend long. Bend the knees, bring it in with control. So what I say by resist the springs, or what I mean by resist the springs, is as you extend the spring, you obviously have to push against it. As you come in, you can ride the springs and let the springs do the work for you, but you're losing half of the exercise and you're making the exercise a lot less effective if you let the springs pull you in. So really think about pushing on the way out and then slow motion on the way in so you really get the maximum work. We're gonna go for 3 more. Last 2, make sure your ribs stay down. And last 1. Bring it halfway in, so knees bent, but the carriage is not closed. Tiny pulses up and down. We're gonna go for 10, 9, 8, feeling inner thighs working. 6, 5, 4, just a few centimeters up and down. 3, 2, 1. Big inhale, exhale, zip everything in and up. Bend the knees, resist to bring it home. Good. Soles of the feet on the foot bar, knees hip distance apart. Find parakeet feet. So toes wrapped over the bar, heels under, but the bar is on the middle of your sole. We're going to press away, bend the knees, bring it in with control. So toes, knees right in line with your hips and tracking right with your toes as well. And bring it in. Same concept. As we exhale, push out, belly button pulls in and up toward your sternum. Keep that wrap on the bar so you really activate the work in the bottom of your feet. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Big breath in. Exhale, extend. Something else to think about as you extend. You may have a desire to kind of pop into the joints at your extension. Really try to focus on long, fluid extension. As soon as you hit that full extension, keep it moving right away. We never want to extend and sort of rest. Think of constant motion. Slow extension as soon as you find that full expression, bring it all the way in. Let's go for 2 more. It's not about poses, it's about flow. And 1. Very good. Bring it all the way in. Legs come together, heels on the foot bar. Think about flexing at the crease of the ankle. Less so at the toes, more at the actual fold of the ankle. Push into the foot bar. Activate the glutes and your hamstrings. Bend the knees, bring it in. Of course, you will feel quads too, but try to activate that back side of your leg. Inhale to return. So something we talk about sometimes in Pilates is how much influence do you really have over how hard an exercise is. There's this saying that Pilates is easy until you do it right, which is a little bit of a ham-fisted way of saying you have control to increase the resistance or the intensity of an exercise. A, by adding control. B, by maybe slowing down your pace. Good, and also there's a sensation of sometimes you can think about what would this movement feel like if I were pushing through clay or doing it in a swimming pool where I've got resistance? You can create a certain amount of your own resistance. So keep those things in mind as you do today's class and do the remainder of the series classes. Let's do 1 more here. Bend the knees halfway home. Once again, find that spot where you really feel glutes and hamstrings both firing. Small pulses up and down. You've got 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, One big breath in, exhale, extend it long. Inhale, bend the knees, bring it home. Good. Balls of the feet on the foot bar next. Heels will be lifted high, like you're in a raised heel position. We're going to keep those heels high as you can comfortably. Press the carriage long. Lower the heels. 1, 2, 3. As soon as you hit the bottom, raise 1, 2, 3. Squeeze the legs together as you bend the knees, bring it home with control. So same concept, constant motion. As soon as you're straight, lower 1, 2, 3. As soon as you're at the bottom, lift 1, 2, 3. Always moving. So what I see in classes a lot is people extending, lowering, bouncing, and hitting their marks, so to speak. But through that sort of sharp motion and popping into the joints, you actually lose a lot of that quality of movement, that real muscle control. So as soon as you go straight, lower 3, 2, 1. As soon as you hit the bottom, lift. As soon as you hit the top, bend the knees, bring it in. 3 more like this. And lift if your bones pop, or your joints pop, I should say. That's okay as long as you're not feeling pain. 1 more after this, and then we'll add on. Good. Extend it long. Lower 3, 2, 1. Lift 3, 2, 1. Hold. Now, we're going to lower for 3, 2, 1. Lots of control. Lift 3, 2, 1. Stay straight. 9 more. And lift. This is 8, 7. Easy breathing. Also take a moment to check in a few spots. Make sure your spine is still in neutral, so you're not flattening the spine out on the mat. The bottom of your sacrum, so almost your tailbone, is heavy on the mat. Your ribs are down. And your face is relaxed. You're not clenching your jaw. Last one. Lift both heels. Now we're going to go for a run. Bend one leg, extend the other. Push into the foot bar to accent up. Push away, push away, push away, push away. Take this as fast as you like to, as long as you're not just kind of bouncing in this step. We want active presses through the balls of the feet. Good. Take another count of 8, 7, 6, at whatever pace you're going. 5. Hopefully feeling a lot of work happening through the calves. 3, 2, 1. Hang out in the stretch. Bend one leg, extend the other. Let that heel press under the foot bar on that straight leg. Take a big inhale. Exhale, release. Good. Straighten out both legs. Bend one leg, extend the other. Good. One more big inhale. Exhale, release. Straighten out the legs, bend both knees, bring the carriage home, sit on up with control. We're going to move on. Take off 1 heavy spring, so you're about on 2 heavy springs and 1 light spring. Lower your headrest. You'll come to lying back down on the machine. We're going to take a quick bridge series. So for this one, it's very important that your headrest is flat. The soles of your feet, or the arches, will come to the foot bar, hip distance apart, and our goal is going to be to keep this carriage still. Find a little bit of space between your shoulders and the shoulder blocks. Arms will start down. We're going to begin just lifting the pelvis up, rolling up 1 bone at a time, finding your diagonal line from knees to hips to shoulders, squeezing the glutes. Big breath in, exhale, melt the spine down. Really try to get every single bone in your spine to meet the mat, especially as you get to this mid-back point. To make that happen, you really have to scoop the pelvis under. I'm moving my arms so you can really see. And then at the bottom, find the bottom of the sacrum hitting the mat. So it may feel like you're tipping your pelvis forward, but we want to do that without popping the ribs. Big breath in, let's repeat. Try to keep that carriage really still. Peel the spine up. Big glute squeeze, ab zip in and up toward your sternum. Deep breath in. Exhale. Once again, try to get each of those bones to make contact with the mat. That will really work your lower abdominals and your deep core. Deep breath in. Let's take 2 more like this. Big breath in. Exhale, melt it down. So we're getting a lot of spinal mobility here. If you have any parts that feel particularly blocky or glued, this is a great one to practice. Anything with spinal articulation. Whoops. And roll it all the way down. Good. We're going to continue going one more up and adjust if you need to. Deep breath in, exhale, roll up. Find your comfortable bridge position. So knees, hips, shoulders all in line with one another. Trying to keep that carriage really still. Hips nice and even. We're going to raise the right leg to tabletop. Place it back down. Left leg to tabletop. Place it back down. So this bed underneath you is really going to want to move. It's your job to keep it nice and still. Your pelvis is also going to want to rock side to side as you remove contact points. So really do your best to stabilize using really good core activation, a big squeeze through the glutes on that supporting leg, and take it in a nice slow pace. Again, control in Pilates, always, in my opinion, better than speed and pumping out reps. Let's take 2 more each side. Switch. Last one. And switch. Good. Now extend your right leg up to the ceiling. We're going to lower down to 45. Exhale, bring it up. Flex the foot, lower down, keep the hips high, point the toe, bring it up. 3 more. Flex, lower down, point the toe, bring it up. Flex down, point up. Last one, flex down, point up. Bend the knee, replace that foot down. Still lifted. Raise the right leg, left leg to tabletop. Flex the toe down, point the toe, bring it up. Flex the toe down, point the toe, bring it up. 3 more. Abs stay engaged. And we don't need to take this so down that the back arches. Just about in line with that right knee is all we need. Last one. Good. Place that foot back down. Replace the legs if you need to. Big squeeze at the top. Deep breath in. Exhale, melt the spine down till the bottom of your sacrum hits the mat. Close the stopper if it got away from you. Feet on the outer corners. Rock your knees side to side. Take a big breath in. Good. Rolling up to sitting when you're ready. We're going to move to 1 heavy and 1 light spring. So I'm going to remove the heavy spring. Place the headrest to the upright position. We'll move into hands and straps. And again, this flow is pretty straightforward, but we're hopefully hitting a point where we can keep you moving, and we'll build on to these using some advanced building blocks as we go. So hands up over your shoulders. Make sure your fingers are aligned right over your shoulder sockets. Legs to tabletop. Find that squeeze between your inner thighs to start. Neutral spine. We're going to take a big breath in. Exhale, press the palms down toward your hips. Inhale, bring them back up. Exhale, press down. Abs zip in and up. Inhale, lift. Of course, if you need other variations to advance this, make it harder, you can curl up with the head, neck, and chest as you press the palms down. I recommend that as long as you don't have any flexion restrictions. You can additionally or separately add 1 leg extending to 45 at a time, making sure you exhale as you extend. Or furthermore, extend both legs to 45 and either bring them in and out or keep them at 45 as you press the hands in and out. Let's take 3 more. Last 2. And 1. Good. Legs back to tabletop if you've extended. Place the feet down on the foot bar. Reset if you need to. Next, we'll move into a couple different variations of tricep extension. So press the palms down toward your sides. Anchor your elbows into the bed. You can lift your head or keep it down. We're going to bend at the elbows. Exhale, press the hands down toward your sides. Bend at the elbows. Press down toward your sides. We're going to go for 6. This is 5. Last 4. You can place your head down at any time if it gets tired. Last 3. 2, really keeping your elbows tight to your rib cage as best as you can. 1, raise your arms up over your shoulders. Bring your hands out to a T. Hands right in line with your shoulders now on the side. You're going to exhale, push your hands next to your hips. Inhale, bring them back in. And of course, you can curl up with the head, neck, and chest as the hands come in. You can also choose to extend 1 or both legs out to 45 to advance this. Or for a more basic option, if you're just getting started or just getting back into it or want to take it not so intensely today, keep the head down. Good. Really try to focus on keeping your shins parallel to the ceiling as well. Oftentimes I see the feet start to drift up or the knees start to come further in toward the chest, which will create less challenge to your abs. So if you can, grab a mirror or something, record yourself on your phone, see if you can just keep your toes right in line with your knees the whole time. 2 more. Last one. Bring the hands in, flip your palms to face down, reach your fingertips toward the front. Small circles to the outside. Let's go for 12, 11, 10. Keep your ribs down, neck relaxed. 8, 7, 6. Still breathing. Last 2, 1. Shoulders down, reverse. 12, 11, 10, 7, 6. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hands by your hips. Inhale, raise the arms up over your shoulders. We'll move right into feet and straps. Feet on the foot bar, press away. Place the straps on the arches of the feet and bring the feet up above your hips. We'll finish up this sequence with a nice feet and straps. So we'll start with lower and lift. Very simple. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Hinge at the hips, bring the feet up over the body. So we're lowering down, taking care not to arch the back. We're keeping ribs down, core nice and stable. Like your hip bones and your rib cage are trying to kiss each other. Knees are facing the ceiling. And you really want that sense of trying to fold your legs over your hips as you come in. Like if you put your pinkies down on your hip crease, you're trying to fold your legs over your hands, if that makes sense. Let's go for 3. Last 2. And 1. Good. Bring your legs to Pilates V. Open the feet at the top, so you're making a V shape with your legs. Toes wider than your machine, heels pointing towards each other. Lower the legs down. Bring your heels together. Inhale, separate the feet. Feet go wide at the top. Lower the legs, bring the heels together at the center. Open, bring the feet wide at the top. Good. Let's go for 4. Last 3, working your inner rotators right now, internal rotators. Last 2, and up. Last 1. Good. Back up over the hips. Now we internally rotate. Toes together, heels apart. We're going to open the feet at the bottom, leading with the heels. Bring the toes together all the way up. We're still keeping that internal wrap in the hips, toes together, heels apart. Straight legs, open at the bottom, lead with your heels turned out, toes turned in. Good. 4 more. You should be feeling a slightly different spot in your hips working, which is good. We need balance built in those internal rotation muscles too. Try to keep your core and pelvis really stable. That's a little harder for me in this position, but it's important that we focus on that. Good. Last one here, and then we're going to finish up with a nice classic round of leg circles. So back to parallel. Open the legs at the top, draw them down, around together, squeeze, and up. Open, down, around, squeeze, and up. 4 more like this. Good. Final 2 in this direction, and then we reverse. So we're getting nice hip mobility here, as well as some strength through the inner thighs. So much of what we do today is mobilizing in terms of working your range, as well as stabilizing or strength building. Good. We've got 4 more in this direction. Good. Last 3. Again, keep your ribs rather connected to your pelvis. So it's almost like they're trying to meet. Last one. Butterfly stretch, soles of the feet together, knees apart. Bring your feet down into the well. Hold onto the ropes for support. Deep breath in, exhale, let it go. We're going to go for a Peter Pan stretch, extending the right leg out to the side. Pull it in toward your ribs bend the knee, place it right back. Left foot out to the side, pull it in toward your side. Extend both legs up above your hips, flex the feet, draw the ropes down toward your chest, keep your heels right over your hip bones. And then if you can, if this feels accessible to you, hold onto the ropes, let your legs with flexed feet come out to the side for a nice deep inner thigh stretch. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Good. Bring the soles of the feet together once again. Take the straps off of the feet one at a time. Place your feet back down on the foot bar, and you have done it. Congratulations, you've completed day 1. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe so you can join me for the remaining days of this series. Additionally, I post new workouts every Tuesday. And if you would like to take your workouts to the next level, I have an online membership that I would love for you to join. That is the place where you can find lots of great variations, prop work. I really think you would get a lot out of it. And if you need more specialized attention, message me on Instagram or email me. The email is in the description box. I offer virtual private training or in-studio sessions in New York City. Thank you so much to my membership supporters for making series like these happen, for keeping the lights on. Could not do this without you. An extra special thanks to the folks who've been with me for 6 months or more. You all are stars. I love you. I will see you all soon. See you tomorrow for day 2. Bye-bye.